All right, guys. Right on, right on. So, there is a lot to unpack from yesterday's multiplayer's reveal and the the trailer, the stream, or the streams, I should say. A lot more than I thought. I did not think that they would give us so much information, and I would encourage everyone to share their thoughts, share their all these bits and pieces of information that I personally have missed, and I missed a lot that you guys talked about. One interesting fact is the budget for making Battlefield. I heard an astronomical number, and if anybody could find out, I could check with Grok, of course, and so many more things. So, yo, Winfield, how's it going, man? I'm doing good. So, Winfield, I can't recall you telling me about playing Battlefield ever since we played PlanetSide all those years back. You know, give me your spontaneous thoughts. Give me your. I'm gonna start playing all these stuff here on YouTube eventually. We'll pause and we'll talk about it and all that stuff. Hey, car guy, BF6 has some Battlefield 4 sounds, and so far it's sounding and looking good. All right, hell yeah. All right, well, we got a positive. We have had a lot of negativity, and I wanna also say that in my community, which is a Battlefield 1 community nowadays, Battlefield 1 players are, generally speaking, very, very conservative with other games. We normally have a quite judgmental look at anything that has been released after Battlefield 1, whether it's from DICE and EA or otherwise. It's that kind of conservatism within gaming that you see in like Counter-Strike community. Maybe you see it in some Battle Royale communities. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't been following that much, but you know, there's in the RTS games like StarCraft, very conservative players. They don't want to see big changes. They normally look back at what was better in the past and so on and so forth. And of course, we're going to have, okay, so third comment, I see COD. I was waiting for the COD, the Call of Duty comments here. BF6 is getting more views and more hype than the new COD game. Well, this has happened before, and well, Battlefield 1 is definitely like, okay, Battlefield 1 is when that really happened, which is in many ways a fluke, right? This like Battlefield 1, the hype around Battlefield 1 and the disappointment from COD in 2016, I would say is a bit of a fluke. That's an unusual situation because Battlefield 1, obviously, the most popular, the most hyped Battlefield of all times, uncontested so far. Maybe, I don't know. Do we see anything that from Battlefield 6 that resembles Battlefield 1? Do we see any of that hype, except for the comparison with COD? Because COD also had a very, very unpopular release that very year. So Battlefield had their best release ever, I would say. Well, at least in terms of numbers and sales they had. And COD had one of their worst in terms of, you know, comparison with the previous title, at least, that Space COD, or however you want to call it. I love the new Battlefield, says Gabriel. Thank you for your feedback. BF6 certainly does have some things going for it. but the way it revealed the game just made me cringe. The influencers who have nothing to do with Battlefield. Well, that's nothing unusual. Remember the people. Remember back in the PlanetSide 2 days. Remember how how you would have this one emperor in each faction. The Vanu was this guy that made children shows, who then was who was then accused for sexual harassment. Toby Turner or something. He has never him playing PlanetSide was just that was way cringier than anything from this from this Battlefield. Like that was just pathetic. And then the NC guy was this Shonan or something. He didn't look like he had anything to do with shooters at all. It just looked maybe not as cringe as Toby Turner, but up there. And then you had Total Biscuit for the Terran. That was the only one that made any sense whatsoever. And he at least Total Biscuit at least understood the game, at least to some degree. So the fact that they have influencers in that have nothing to do with Battlefield per se, that's just like broaden their viewer base and reaching more people. So, I don't think anybody should be. I mean, I understand you have opinions about it. I totally do. I understand the cringe aspect of it, but that is to be expected. That happens every time. Will the obsessed stream samples follow you in BF6? Most likely. Will 9 maps be enough at launch and in the first 6 months of life? That is, I don't know. We can all speculate about that. It could be or it could not be. I think that's very, very possible that it's enough. I think the number of maps isn't. The number of maps, the number 9 is, 9 maps could very well be enough. Very well. It doesn't, quality and quantity are two very different things. Let's just put it that way. That's my thoughts. I mean, if you disagree, I totally respect that, but I think so. I think 9 is enough in pure numbers. Absolutely. Yeah, you remember that now, Winfield? That was so cringe. And that event that they had. I mean, the number of failures that happened back then. Yeah, 9 maps very much depends on the quality of the app. Basically, that's what I think. And the fact that they brought Firestorm back is amazing. All right. I don't know. That is something I'm surprised to hear from anyone watching my streams. I'm not saying I disagree, because I had a lot of fun playing Firestorm. I had I don't know, I didn't play it that much, but I had some, I had some good streams. I had some fun. I had some 10, 15 wins or whatever over the brief period of time that I played Firestorm. I thought it was fun. And I'm not even a battle royale type player. I really am not. But, again, I don't expect people in my community to be hyped over a battle royale. Anybody interested in battle royale, let me know. You think that's a good thing? My thoughts are BF6 is reskin of 2042. Yeah, well, that is one thing that I expect. Here's the thing, right? Okay, you got to look at it from their point of view. The developers that they have, the developers that are actually sitting there coding Battlefield 6, the only experience you can expect from what they have now is people that have worked on whatever the engine, whatever Frostbite version they have. I don't even remember I don't even remember the what version of Frostbite they're using right now, but you know, they don't have, like, they're probably building this game on the same or an updated version of the Frostbite engine that they used in Battlefield 6, in 2042. I'm not up to date with this, however, so if anybody knows, look, I'm gonna. If anybody is faster than me, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just ask Grok. Is BF6 developed on the same engine as BF 2042? Yes, Battlefield 6 is being developed on an updated version of the Frostbite engine, the same engine used for Battlefield 2042. Specifically, Battlefield 6 utilizes an enhanced iteration of Frostbite referred to by some sources as Frostbite 3.5, or simply a new version of Frostbite tailored for the game. This updated engine includes improvements to the destruction system, a new geometry system, and enhancements for realistic physics and gunplay. This sounds more like promotion than actual information, but I mean, it's based on, you know, viable information. So while it shares some fundamental While it shares the same foundational engine as Battlefield 2042, the upgrades aim to address limitations seen in the earlier title, particularly around destruction and performance. As BF6 focuses on a modern warfare setting with a return to traditional class system and 64-player matches. Well, the class system is something we're going to have to talk about a lot, and as far as I can tell, I did look through some of the streams. I don't know if anybody knows if we should start moving this discussion to the class system. Should we start talking class system? Because the class system, we have a lot to talk about. That's going to be a big part of this. So, damn, I missed the start. Wasn't that much. EA doesn't like to spend money. As far as I know, how you doing, Drum? As far as I know, they spent a lot of money on this. Did anybody check that out? The development budget for Battlefield 6 has reportedly exceeded 400 million as of 2023. Well, is that all we have? With current estimates suggesting it is significantly higher due to ongoing development challenges and the involvement of multiple studios, DICE, Criterion, Ripple Effect, and Motive. This makes it one of the most expensive games in the franchise's history. However, exact figures beyond 400 million are not specified, and some sources indicate the cost could approach or exceed 500 million. I heard somebody said $1 billion, and I'd like to know where that came from. If you know, if you have some additional information, let me see if I can catch up with this with the chat here. Yeah, I know. If you can see 24, yeah, 24 Offworld. We're gonna talk a lot about that. We will. I don't understand why people like Barry. Well, it's a matter of opinion, a matter of taste. Yeah, I you know, some people do, some people don't. Hey, Hismet, how you doing, man? Operation Firestorm. Wait, is that the Battle Royale? Sorry, can't remember now. BF6 will be a better version of 2042, hoping. Yeah, okay, so it's, yeah, I mean, I understand some people looking at Battlefield 6 almost like a Battlefield 2042 update. Yeah, I mean, they're going back, like, their own words, by their own words, they're going back to Battlefield 3 and 4. Year of the Goat. I want to know if only Medic can revive. It seems like, well, we're going to talk about class systems, so we're going to get to that, but I think it's Support and Medic is the same class now. Yeah, it's like you have Support, Oh yeah, because they brought in, yeah, that's the thing that is different from Battlefield 1 if you compare it with Battlefield 1, is that in Battlefield 1 you don't have the Engineer class, right? Whereas in Battlefield 6 you don't have the Support class. No, wait. No, you don't have the Medic class, right? So am I saying this right? There's no real Medic class in Battlefield 6. Instead, it's Support that is Medic class, and instead they have added the Engineer class back into the game. This is just standard Battlefield. The Engineer has always been in Battlefield, except maybe in Battlefield 1, I guess. And the Engineer does part of what the Support did in Battlefield 1, or does in Battlefield 1. The repair, that's Engineer, right? And yeah, Engineer is also the anti-vehicle, which in Battlefield 1 is the Assault class. So you see how they have to fuse. It's just a matter of what classes they put together into one, right? But we'll talk more about that. Yeah, Medic and Support is combined. Yeah, and that is because the Support class. Yeah, it's because the Engineer. That's the thing. Like, Engineer in Battlefield 6 is somewhat like Assault in Battlefield 1, which is anti-vehicle. That's the Assault in Battlefield 1. So that's in the Engineer class. And you combine that with the Repair, which is the Support in Battlefield 1, that is also in the Engineer class. You see, it's how they mold, how they flip and how they move some of the abilities and some of the roles between these classes. And yeah, and the difference is also like, yeah, you have Engineer back in Battlefield 6. It didn't exist in Battlefield 1. And you have Medic removed, which you have in Battlefield 1. And Medic used to be, that has always been a big part of Battlefield, but it has, there has been times when where Assault and Medic is the same class, which I think is Battlefield 3 actually, or was it Battlefield? I don't remember, but that has also been the same class in the past. Anyone can revive, really, like in Battlefield 5. Wait, you don't like you don't like the class system in Battlefield 6? Well, I don't think they're gonna change it. I mean, they're gonna balance it throughout. I think they're gonna balance it throughout the entire 25 and possibly the entire 26, maybe even longer. And then what is the Assault specialty? It's more aggressive now. The specialty, among other things, is that you have two primary weapons, and I think the second primary, that sounds weird to say, but is that you have an assault rifle and you have a shotgun and you have grenade launcher. So the noob tube, guys, if you've been playing Battlefield 1, the one thing that you have been spared from is the noob tube. That has been a big source of frustration and discussion and balance changes throughout the history of first-person shooters, including Battlefield 1, including the Battlefield franchise. As a matter of fact, it's also, there are servers in Battlefield 1 where, you know, the medic has the equivalent of a noob tube, even though you have a bouncing grenade. I don't think you're gonna have a bouncing grenade in Battlefield 6 because it didn't look like it on the gameplay, and that's very unusual. As far as I know, Battlefield 1 is the only one that has it, but even in Battlefield 1, that gadget is in some cases banned, not because of the gadget itself, but because it disincentivizes medics from reviving and healing. So I think it's AMG server, they don't allow it. So yeah, Assault is just like pure action, pure run and gun. That's the Assault class. So at longer or mid-range you have your assault rifle. At close quarter combat you have the shotgun, and depending on, yeah, that's gonna have a big, like, shotguns in especially in Battlefield has been very controversial. And in the PlanetSide, holy, I hated shotguns, but that also came from the OP-ness of shotguns in previous Battlefield games, which was in PlanetSide also. That shotguns can ruin gameplay a lot. Oh, crossbow. Oh yeah, crossbow. Yeah, I forgot about the crossbow. It's almost identical, or well, similar. On Steam. Why would you buy it on Steam? Is there any reason to buy it on Steam instead of buying it on EA app? Okay, if anybody has any vile argument to buy it on Steam versus EA app, let me know. You know what? I'm gonna go play some stuff here, and we'll continue the discussion as we see things unfold. Here we go.
And with that, let's take a deeper look at the world you'll be fighting in.
The year is 2027. The world is on edge. Major European countries have left NATO, while the U.S. and its remaining allies grapple with the fallout.
We'll see. Let's keep the conversation going here.
Countries looking to fill the power vacuum left by this chaos turn to a massive private military corporation with deep pockets and the latest tech to reshape the global balance of power. This army is Pax Armada. They represent a new breed of enemy, sophisticated and unafraid of consequences.
NATO's tattered remnants are wounded and battered, but this hardened alliance is determined to stop Pax Armada. This violent conflict will introduce you to a cast of memorable characters as you fight across the globe. Returning gunfire in the streets of Cairo, and crippling machines of war on the shores of Gibraltar.
Welcome to the world of Battlefield 6.
All right, a couple of things that I want to unpack from this now. Okay, two things first that comes to mind here is like the destruction in this trailer looks, I think it looks amazing, but then looking at the streams I didn't see anything that resembled it, which some people have reacted on, is that, you know, it looks like the destruction is just amazing. Yeah, it looks like the destruction shown in the trailer isn't actually accurately represented. that's one of the things. And if that is a big important factor to some people, it is. A lot of people want more and more destruction, and there are even some people here that like it even more if the destruction happens with a a limpet charge, for example. But that's people with some issues that needs to be addressed by professional psychiatrists, right? But what I also find interesting, and they are no way near as political anymore, but it seems like they're trying. It seems like they, based on the current president, they were like expecting. I don't know if they were expecting the world to be more polarized, and NATO falling apart when a certain president is being elected into office. And by the time that it turned out that 2 additional countries joined NATO instead, my country Sweden and our neighbors Finland, maybe they didn't expect that, and that NATO is being strengthened with a much higher budget from the European allies. I don't know, but maybe it's not important. It just like we know from history where they stand politically, and I think they're moderating that stance a little bit now. So I don't, I'm not going to read in too much in that, but the destruction part, what do you guys think? What did you like? If you did watch some of the streams during this event afterwards? I know Mitch did, and some other people. How was the destruction in comparison to the trailer?
Present the work of our teams back home in Stockholm and across all of Battlefield Studios. When we started work on Battlefield 6, we knew we wanted to come back to a modern military playground.
Yeah, the vehicle gameplay. Sorry, yeah, the vehicle gameplay and the air gameplay. I have no real information so far. Destruction is a little too much. Maybe they're okay. The destruction a little bit too much. Year of the Goat, is that based on the trailer or? Okay, you're being sarcastic. Sorry, I didn't get that first. This Pax Armada thing is cringe. Is that the faction that broke out that NATO is fighting against? Pax Armada? Okay. Yeah, I don't see why it can't be Russia, China, and NATO, etc. Well, trying a new thing. Honestly, I just wanted to say it, but honestly I don't really care. Back, what are we talking about? Yeah, so I'm moving into the destruction part. Trailer versus in-game footage. What do we know? The destruction looked good on stream, didn't look too exaggerated. Alright. Mate, have you pre-ordered Battlefield 6 yet? No, not yet. I am going to soon though. If you want to sell games in China, you can't portray China as bad. Well, China fighting. Okay, yeah, that's that. And that could always be over how do you say it? Over-interpreted, I guess. Well, that's a good point. Thank you for sharing, Mike. Just wondering how the hammer to work. I doubt there were players under after more playtime. Yeah, how does that hammer work? Is that like a gadget you bring out? The jet fighters looked bad in the gameplay. I did not like the jets all that much either, I'll be honest. It looked weird. I don't know what to say about it. Did you check your specs again? Yeah. Recommended is what I have, which for the CPU. So I'm very concerned about my my computer. Very concerned. Because playing the game is one thing, streaming it is a completely different matter. Jack Frags is scared of cameras. Yeah, he doesn't want to show his face. He doesn't want to show his cheekbones and his jawline, huh? Since I didn't invite you there, that's... Yeah, thank you, Khabib. That wouldn't happen. Yeah, I know. I know. But, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of people who are not sharing their faces. Maybe there's a reason. Swoxy is a new member. Thank you. Welcome, Swoxy. Alright, so nobody disappointed about or hyped over the destruction? Are we... what's the general consensus of the destruction? We think it's just in par with expectations and hope, or what do we say?
That never gets old. Classes, weapons,
advertising friendly. Oh yeah, that's what it's about, huh?
that make Battlefield a truly one-of-a-kind experience.
We're relentlessly fine-tuning combat and vehicle controls, making destruction matter more than ever before.
It's refreshing to not have the stream delay. Yeah, I hear you, man.
Class experience is necessary to staying true to Battlefield.
And now, it's time to show you how all those things have come together in Battlefield 6.
Destruction can be a refreshing gimmick. Yes, it doesn't mean the maps are completely gone after 5 minutes. Oh, yeah.
We know the things our players love about Battlefield and are elevating them to an even higher quality than ever before. Our class system's back.
I think that the UI is not shown a lot in this. This is like, yeah, this is without the UI, just to make it look cooler. Oh, this is with the UI. The tank was with the UI.
Something Battlefield does unlike anyone else.
So talking destruction here.
We heard you loud and clear. You want the class system back. Assault, engineer, support, and recon.
All right, so here we have. Okay, if you guys feel like we're done with the discussion about destruction, unless anybody has something to add to it, I want to move over to the class system. The mountain map, or you didn't like it? Okay. UI is clean in-game, and you will likely be able to reduce the size of things on your screen. All right. User interface or HUD. User interface. Yeah, UI, yeah, user interface. Yeah, all those like information you get, like the crosshair and the like the chat kill cam, damage indicator, and all that stuff. That's UI, user interface. You can see blood out from the body. A new thing, sure. Is that a new thing? That's not a new thing, I think. Maybe it's just better graphics or something. I don't think that's a new thing. Hey FIFA, how you doing, man? All right. Yeah, okay, so let's move on to the class system. All right. So let's see.
destruction. Something Battlefield does unlike anyone else.
We heard you loud and clear. You want the class system back. Assault, engineer, support, and recon.
Alright, so let's take this again. Assault, that's just pure run and gun with assault rifle and, as far as I know, shotgun. So you have assault rifle, you have the noob tube, the grenade launcher, it seems, and the shotgun. So I can see a lot of balanced discussions and controversy and anger and frustration over the assault class, because the noob tube and the shotgun these are two very controversial aspects of any first-person shooter. I mean, just look at Battlefield 1, how much the shotguns had to be what's it called again? I don't even remember it now but you know, the shotgun that everyone was using in the beginning. Tell me the name of it again. It doesn't matter. That was really controversial, right? Shotgun was very strong in game. Was it really? Model 10A, yeah, Model 10A Hunter, yeah, that was the one that was the Battlefield 1 controversy, and of course they had to nerf it, right? So the assault class gets a lot of these controversial weapons, you know, and we don't know the assault rifle itself. It seemed like it was very easy to manage. People that I know are not the best at controlling recoil. They seemed to handle the recoil very convincingly in the streams, despite the fact that we know they didn't have much time to learn the recoil pattern, and we know a lot of them, they don't really know how to handle recoil, and they still, you know, I didn't see the guns jumping left, right, center, up and down. So it's safe to say that controlling recoil is not a big thing in Battlefield 6. Or, well, that's my take on it. So we don't have to... I guess you're not going to see any recoil control tutorials in Battlefield 6 from me, because, you know, it seems like it's going to be even easier than Battlefield 1. So, you know, don't expect any even Shosha or Parabellum, not even that. And that's, well, the Parabellum actually takes some skill. Shosha takes some experience, I would say. It's quite easy after a while, but it seems to me that it was very easy to control the recoil in this game. All these people have been playing for weeks, though. All right, okay, fair enough. Jumper had no notification. Will your AMD Ryzen be enough for gaming and streaming? I don't know. Honestly, I don't think so. That's why I had this donation goal before that I changed. It's different. It's different now because I'm not gonna reach it anyway. So I just changed it. But I'm gonna have to go with what I have, and you know, if I don't have the budget to get a new computer, I'm gonna have to cut down on the quality. That's just how it is. There's no way I'll be able to stream as high quality as I want to with the current computer. That's not gonna happen. I can't even do that in Battlefield 1, and that is a game from 2016. So what can I say? Yeah. Unless some secret millionaire wants me to stream in high quality and slams in like a $1,500, $2,000 donation, it's probably not going to happen. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's all hard to calculate. Anyway, so assault class. It's just pure run and gun in front, the way they described it basically. And yeah, the shotgun's gonna be interesting, or the shotguns are gonna be interesting to see what they're like. So set the goal for a better CPU. Yeah, I could. I received a code for Battlefield 6 Early Access. Congratulations. Goody. Why is everything so expensive? I don't know, Faith. Alright, let's continue. Okay, so yeah. And of course, yeah, we know Recon, that's Scout from Battlefield 6. There's always a sniper class. And I have a lot of thoughts about the Recon class, actually.
An iconic formula for Battlefield.
Yes,
Each
Mitch.
class features a signature weapon set,
Uffe will be playing
gadgets and traits that define your role in the squad.
The assault
I gave him the
class are
code.
Frontline killers who punch through enemies' defenses to open a way for the rest of the team. A handy grenade launcher will rob enemies of their cover, while flash.
Alright, so the grenade launcher in this aspect, I mean, they want the destruction, right? So they make the grenade launcher very powerful against walls and buildings and stuff. You know, anything that can be destroyed, or most things that can be destroyed, will be destroyed with a grenade launcher. I mean, you know, I think it's more about the destruction than, yeah, than anything else maybe. That's why that grenade launcher, that could be a problem balance-wise. There's a lot of reasons this could be a problem balance-wise, but yeah, that's definitely a thing. Yeah, that's very possible, Year of the Goat. Very possible that the grenade launcher will be strong against buildings, but less so against infantry. And I think we're gonna see a lot of balance changes, or at least some balance changes when it comes to the grenade launchers throughout the gameplay. We'll see about that. Where is the rapid fire mortar drone? Yeah, Drumbrass. I was talking to Drumbrass off stream yesterday, and he was crying his eyes out for 3 hours straight. I had to comfort him, pet him on the head, give him some chocolate and all that stuff, because he didn't see a mortar truck through the entire stream. And I'm sorry, Drumbrass, you're gonna have to try to overcome this. Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe you can talk to the devs and have it implemented. Maybe they can add it in Portal, which we're going to talk about later also. You're going to say goodbye for the limpet. What can I say? It'll be a hard goodbye. It will be. Oh, Devlis, look at you. The king. Yeah, so Dev, are you going to play it on PC, or are you going to play it on console? You're still on console, right? New Limpet C4. Yeah, that's the Recon class. Yeah, Abdullah, for sure. Yeah, the assault class has a lot to it.
Bangs send them scurrying through the line of fire.
Flashbangs. Another thing you gotta get used to. We have flashbangs. I'm not sure if they're gonna replace the flashbang. If they're gonna replace the grenade with a flashbang. It's very possible, or if it's a separate gadget. Who knows?
Cornered by the.
But yeah, gotta get used to the flashbang, guys. Not sure if you can do like you do in Counter-Strike, where if you see the flashbang, you turn around, it's not going to affect you or something like that. But oh, thank you, Faith K. Appreciate the Turkish lira, right? That's the Turkish currency. Thank you, Faith. But is there no sound from this? Is that gone? Did I mess that up? Big thanks. Oh, Fatih. Oh, it wasn't Faith. It was Fatih. Ah, my bad. Thank you, thank you.
Enemy, an adrenaline shot may be the difference between life and death.
Yeah. Adrenaline shot. That one I misunderstood the first time I saw it. Adrenaline shot. Is that gonna be like a speed boost? Is that gonna be like in... What was that what was that operator in Battlefield 2042? Where you had a boost... No, wait. That wasn't... No, wait. That was Delta Force, right? Guys, your thoughts, and yeah, whatever I get wrong here, tell me about it.
The grenade launcher will rob enemies of their cover, while flashbangs send them scurrying through the line of fire. Cornered by the enemy, an adrenaline shot may be the difference between life and death.
So, what do we know about the adrenaline shot? What do we know about it? Yeah, shots, stims, yeah. I think it's heal. You make it faster. Oh, so it is healing. Okay. Why do they call it adrenaline shot? Yeah, I initially thought it was heal, but looking back at it, maybe I'm overthinking it. That it's some speed boost or something. Who loves C4 squads? That's the recon class, drum brass. Only you. Let's just put it that way. Only drum brass loves the C4 squad. Damage reduction. Oh, is that what it is? In Call of Duty, it heals you and makes you faster. Okay. When things really heat up in combat, the adrenaline shot is your ticket to extending the fights as you reload your guns and go at it again. Level 0 Commando reduces movement speed penalty while firing. Additional steam, carry additional med pens. Level 2 adrenaline, faster health regeneration. Okay. What, so as you increase your level, do you have all of those, or does one replace the other? Hey, Sprängmasken. Okay. Adrenaline shots increases focus, lower recoil, and running speed for a short duration. Okay. Is that including movement speed while aiming down sight? Because that's another thing. What's that thing? Okay, level 0 commando. Level 1 additional stims, carry additional med pens. Level 2 adrenaline, faster health regeneration. That is very, very different abilities. Meaning, in some situations, like, do they stack or do they replace one another? All right. If you know, let me know. We'll just continue.
Assault's enhanced mobility, combined with the option to throw on an extra primary weapon, makes you a formidable force that can push deep.
Wait.
The grenade launcher will rob enemies of their cover, while flashbangs send them scurrying through the line of fire.
Maybe they actually told us.
By the enemy, an adrenaline shot may be the difference between life and death. Assault's enhanced mobility, combined with the option to throw on an extra primary weapon, makes you a formidable force. The grenade launcher will rob enemies of their cover, while flashbangs send them scurrying through the line of fire. Cornered by the enemy, an adrenaline shot may be the difference between life and death. Assault's enhanced mobility.
Assault's enhanced mobility, so you're faster. Extra weapon, yeah. We've been talking about that. I know people dropping in here. So with the assault, you have. I don't know if assault's enhanced mobility is the adrenaline shot or if they do have it by default, but they do have an additional weapon. They do have the assault rifle and a shotgun, as far as we know, and the grenade launcher, and of course the sidearm. So, yeah. We're gonna have to get used to switching weapons in a different way with assault. Vague descriptions of adrenaline shots. Maybe they haven't decided on that yet. So you'll have every assault have a shotgun plus a long-range weapon. Not sure like that. That is what it's like. The assault rifle is like a mid-range / long-range weapon, I think. And then when you get into buildings, you can just switch to the shotgun and go like. I see the problem with that. I really do see the problem with that. And the noob tube in the same class, and the adrenaline shot in the same class. There are the possibilities for a lot of controversies here. This is laying the groundwork, the foundation for a lot of angry Reddit threads, to put it mildly.
Combined with the option to throw on an extra primary weapon makes you a formidable force that can push deep behind enemy lines.
Oh yeah, and the shotgun can even destroy doors.
For tanks, helicopters, fucking jets. That's when you call in the engineer. Armed with a satchel filled with rockets and mines, this class is all about being a menace to the.
Abdullah, I did not see much heli, just a little bit. It's so bad. Okay. I didn't see it. So engineer. Let's see.
Turn for tanks, helicopters, fucking jets. That's when you call in the engineer.
He just had to use the F word, didn't he? Okay.
Armed with a satchel filled with rockets and mines, this class is all about being a menace to the vehicles hunting your allies. They're also the only class capable of repairing friendly vehicles, equipment, and weapon placements.
The support class is there to pull your ass out of the fire.
Alright, so engineer. Pretty straightforward. And I don't know why, because I have a bad language myself. But in this context, why do you use the F word? It doesn't matter.
Mines, this class is all about being a menace to the vehicles hunting your allies. They're also the only class capable of repairing friendly vehicles, equipment, and weapon placements.
The support class is there to pull your ass out of the fire.
Turn for tanks.
What weapon? The support class has these SMGs, right? You know what? I need to take a quick leak. I'll be right back. Let me play this and go back to this again. Where are we? We are at 10:17.
Helicopters, fucking jets. That's when you call in the engineer. Armed with a satchel filled with rockets and mines, this class is all about being a menace to the vehicles hunting your allies. They're also the only class capable of repairing friendly vehicles, equipment, and weapon placement.
The support class is there to pull your ass out of the fire, throwing down supply crates, heals, and ammo to keep you in the fights. Support can lay down deployable cover, intercept enemy grenades and missiles, and they're the masters of the machine gun. There is no better class to keep your squad in the fight when the odds are against you.
Recon is our tactical mastermind who provides vital information to the squad and stalks the edges of the battlefield, usually with a sniper rifle in hand to pull off the perfect headshot. With drones capable of pinpointing enemy positions, C4 that can cripple tanks and level buildings, and a laser designator that will guide your allies' missiles right to their target.
For Battlefield 6, we've reapproached combat and rebuilt it from the ground up to create an experience the team calls the Kinesthetic combat system. Designed to give you a wider range of tactical and reflexive options during the heat of battle. It's about being aware of what's around you. How you move, how you shoot, and how to use destruction are all carefully balanced and work together to define this new system. With Dragon Revive, you can now cross no man's land to save a downed squad mate by pulling them. Move, how you shoot, and how to use destruction. Rebuilt it from the ground up to create an experience.
Positions.
Chat, can any class use any weapon? No, it doesn't seem like it. It doesn't seem like it. It's class-specific weapons, and yeah, most of us probably wanted that. So.
C4 that can cripple tanks and level buildings. And
in the fights when the odds are against you.
Rockets and mines, this class is all about being a menace to the vehicles hunting your allies. They're also the only class capable of repairing friendly vehicles, equipment, and weapon placement.
Why do they put such a small amount of time into engineer? It's like yeah, engineer can repair and shoot rocket launchers, and then switch to support. This is very disappointing. I want to know more about the engineer class. Like, can you drop mines while can you drop mines and have a rocket launcher at the same time? Will your mines stay after you're dead? Will your mines stay if you switch to another class? Like, things like that are there's very underwhelming information about the RPG and mines, okay? So we can have that. And do the mines stay after you're dead or after you switch class? And how did the mines drop? Do you have to like place them the way you do in Battlefield 1, or can you throw them like you do in Battlefield 2042? What do you know? Engineer not as fun as assault, so less time. Destroying vehicles can many times be a very, very satisfying thing, and also being a gunner in a tank as an engineer. I mean, the level of team play that you can do is massive if you have the right team. I saw a smart mine being placed, shoot into the sky. And, oh yeah, I saw that too. That's in the trailer, right? That's engineer, okay?
The support class is there to pull your ass out of the fire.
All right, maybe we'll get back to the engineer. Well, it's just switching to support so fast. I don't even have time to keep up. Engineers anti-vehicle, yeah, but there's a lot. There is so much more to anti-vehicle than what is revealed here. Bouncing Betty, nah, Bouncing Betty is more of a personal. Now, the thing that I saw is far more reach and far more power than a bouncing Betty. That's not the same thing. But maybe they have that too. Not saying it doesn't.
Down supply crates, heals, and ammo to keep you in the fight. Support can lay down deployable cover, intercept enemy grenades and missiles, and they're the masters of the machine gun.
Now, this is something that was a little bit confusing for a while. They say it's the master of the machine gun. That, for a while, that sounded like anyone can use the machine gun, but the support just have some advantages, like lower recoil or better handling, whatever. But it doesn't seem to be the case, based on the rest of the reveals here, that it's probably going to be class-specific weapons. So that's support. Yeah. So support is medic. Support is medic and, you know, dropping ammo, placing placing that barrier thing also, yeah. Master of camping. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that drum brass. Yeah. Barry Daniel just subscribed. Watching from Scotland. Hello, Barry. Hope you're doing good. Hope Scotland's doing good. And thank you for subbing, man. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, enjoy the discussion here. Share your thoughts. Was there any bouncing betties in? Did anybody see any bouncing betties? To answer this question, we have to try. Yeah, they might change it also, though. They might change it. Vehicle health plus the health of vehicles you occupy is not restricted by health brackets. Wait. Level 2 mechanic tree. Automatically spot nearby mines. Level 1 overheat resistance. Vehicle weapons and repairs and repair tools take longer to overheat. Khabib, are you talking about the support class, or are you talking, or is it like a vehicle class? Anti-armor engineer, level. Oh wait, oh, so there's a bunch of different. Mechanic tree. That is a lot of information, Khabib. Okay, that is a lot to unpack there. Let me see if I get this right. Can somebody share that in Discord? Khabib, do you have Discord? That is a lot to unpack there. Engineer subclasses. See, there's a lot to the engineer class. So if you're in an infantry squad, you want to be. Wait, is that all related to engineer as a vehicle class? Vehicle health, automatic spot nearby mines, overheat, vehicle weapons repair. Anti-armor, rocket ammo, it's all vehicle. Khabib, is that all vehicle gameplay related? We had that in BF4. Oh, is that from BF4? Combat engineer and anti-armor. So combat engineer is more infantry and anti-armor is more vehicle. But when you describe it, it looks like it's all vehicle related. Each class likely have their own perk tree. Yeah. Yeah, they most certainly do. All right, see, that's what I mean. There's a lot more to the engineer class because of its relation to vehicle gameplay. So when you spawn a vehicle, you're not gonna get a vehicle class. You're gonna spawn in as whatever class you choose. So you can spawn in as a assault in you can spawn a tank as assault, or you can spawn a tank as recon. No Discord. Can you direct it to someone? That's too bad. But is there perks? It seems like it seems like there's perks. Definitely, that's kind of what Khabib is bringing up here. I see. Okay. From GameSpot, okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to. There's gonna be a lot of discussions about that too. So there's a lot more to the engineer class, and I had already started moving to the support class. Now the support class looks like, yeah, whatever, it's medic, which is, you know, maybe not that much to discuss about it, but like a super important class. I mean, playing infantry, I can see only assault and support in many cases. But we'll see when we talk about the drum brass's scout class here, because yeah, that's his favorite class.
There's no better class to keep your squad in the fight when the odds are against you.
Recon is our tactical mastermind.
Oh, by the way, before I switch to Recon, the tactical mastermind. Yeah. That I'm sorry guys, I just do not agree with that description. Tactical mastermind? Is that is that what we're gonna call all the campers? I can you know what? I'm looking in the crystal ball now, this border bottle. It's like I see all those campers hiding behind a rock somewhere or in a tower somewhere, never moving more than 15 feet in an entire match, and they all are the tactical masterminds of that round. Like, he's not a camper, he's a tactical mastermind. Like, do you see this in front of you now? Because I do. The tactical mastermind. Am I being too judgmental, guys? Guys, who is going to be our tactical mastermind aside from drum brass? Mortar. Yeah, imagine they will spawn a mortar truck to get into the perfect spot where only a tactical mastermind knows how to turn the tide of the battle. Oh, he just had to say tactical mastermind, didn't he? He just had to say it. Wait. Maybe I heard it wrong. Let's see. Let's take this again. Okay, you guys ready? Here we go.
Cells. And they're the masters of the machine gun.
Masters of the machine gun.
There's no better class to keep your squad in the fight when the odds are against you.
Oh yeah. But aside from the tactical mastermind, can infantry fire damage planes, jets or helis, or light armored vehicles? Alright, never mind. We have more important things to talk about. I mean, who cares about LMG fire on planes, right? I mean, there's only one person who ever experienced that anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But the tactical mastermind.
Recon is our tactical mastermind who provides...
Wait, let's hear that again. Let's hear that again. Let's hear that again.
In the fight, when the odds are against you.
Recon is our tactical mastermind who provides...
Wait, is he saying testicle mastermind? Is he... Are you kidding me? Are you... Fatih, I now that you write it, I hear it too. Look what... Are you kidding me? No way. No way, Fatih. No way. This is... Listen carefully.
In the fight, when the odds are against you.
Recon is our tactical mastermind who provides vital
He's a testicle master. Oh no, he's a testicle mastermind. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, this just became so funny. You guys are... I'm gonna blame this on you. I'm not this childish. It's you are childish. I will take no responsibility for this. Oh no. Oh my god, my eyes. The testicle. Oh my god. The testicle mastermind. Alright, guys. Be serious now. You guys are too childish for Battlefield. Oh, that is hilarious. Were you the first one who heard that, Fatih? Alright. I'm glad you guys have humor in Turkey, man. Oh my god, that is hilarious. That is hilarious. Oh. Okay, let's see what the testicle mastermind can do in the battlefield.
Information to the squad and stalks the edges of the battlefield, usually with a sniper rifle in hand to pull off the perfect headshot.
Usually with a sniper rifle in hand. So there are some alternatives to the sniper rifle. He can have something else in his hand. Now, what could the testicle mastermind have in his hand? Is in his hands if he doesn't have a sniper rifle in his hands? I'm gonna leave that for you guys to speculate. What does the testicle mastermind have in his hands when he doesn't have a sniper rifle in his hands to land up that perfect headshot? I don't know, guys. We're gonna have to wait for the beta to find out.
In the fight, when the odds are against you.
Recon is our tactical mastermind who provides vital information to the squad and stalks the edges of the battlefield, usually with a sniper rifle in hand to pull off the perfect headshot. With drones capable of pinpointing enemy positions, C4 that can cripple tanks and level buildings, and a laser designator that will guide your allies' missiles right to their target.
I mean, all of this, aside from the C4, the way I see it, this is like, we want the Recon class to be as campy as you could possibly. I mean, the only thing that would make it worse, I guess, would be like mortar airstrikes, whatever artillery strikes. That would make it worse. But they don't have some. I didn't see any spotting ability. I didn't see any additional spotting. Did they change that? Did they remove spotting or spotting tools, like, you know, they had the spotting ball in Bad Company 2. They had the flare gun in multiple games like BF1. Will you play the beta as tactical mastermind? Dude, you have no idea how I master my tactics. The spotting has been changed over the last couple of games very much. Loved BF1 Sniper because you could play aggressively. Yeah, you could. Not many did, especially not when it mattered. Everyone can play aggressively when you're in a winning team, and oh, look, I'm, and everyone wants to make a point out of it, and some people actually do anyway. But this looks like more, yeah, the testicle mastermind seemed to be a different thing. Weapon proficiency. All right, here we go, Khabib. Weapon proficiency. Sniper rifles, expert marksman who can stabilize aim by holding breath and can reach chamber quicker between shots. Class trait. Aim spotting. Oh, there you go. Automatically spot enemies while aiming down the sight. Okay. Alright. Recon has drone. Yeah, we saw the drone. That could be, in fact, the drone, depending on the range of the drone and what it's supposed to do, it could actually encourage snipers to get at least somewhat closer into combat, because if you're camping too far away, maybe the drone can't reach, and you'll be encouraged to stop focusing on your testicles and instead focusing on, some combat, but who knows. Advanced spot. Increased aim spotting effectiveness level 1. Despicable. Enemies you spot in the chest with bolt action rifle are revealed and heal slower. Are they what? By spotting them they heal slower? That's weird. Kill shot. Enemy you headshot with bolt action rifle cannot be revived. Now that makes sense. That one is a cool feature. You can't revive people. Of course, I'm gonna hate it every time it happens to me, and I'm gonna rage about it. But that's still at least all right. Pathfinder sniper. Silent movement. Move more silently, and enemies you kill do not scream. Okay. So you can kill them and people don't know that. Okay. Pathfinder hidden from motion sensors except while sprinting. Oh, there you got it. So motion sensors. There you have that explains the spotting that we were talking about. Level 2 damage spot. Enemies you damage are spotted. Okay. So now we're having some answers to the spotting system at least. Well, I'm gonna try see if I can get a code for beta. Yeah, I might be able to help you out with that, Winfield. Just hang on, yeah. We'll see what we have here. I still feel Assault is going to be OP. Yeah, it's very possible. Very possible.
For Battlefield 6, we've reapproached combat and rebuilt it from the ground up to create an experience the team calls the Kinesthetic combat system.
Kinesthetic? Is he saying... Wait, is he saying it wrong or is it Kinesthetic? Do you have to pre-order to play the beta, guys? No, you need a code. You need a code that you could get from the streamers in the early, you know, that this from this event. This is another thing that I find a little bit, I don't know, maybe it doesn't matter much. They say we've built it up from the ground up. No, you're basically fusing Battlefield 3 and 4 with, you know, Battlefield 2042. It's not really that new. What did they call it? Kinetic? Did you say it that way?
That will guide your allies' missiles right to their target.
For Battlefield 6, we've reapproached combat and rebuilt it from the ground up to create an experience the team calls the Kinesthetic combat system.
Kinesthetic? Kinesthetic? What does that mean? Kinesthetic. The term kinesthetic, often spelled kinesthetic, relates to a sense of movement, position, and touch in your position and touch in the body. It refers to learning, perception, or activities that involves physical movement, muscle coordination, and tactile sensations. For example, kinesthetic learning, a learning style where individuals prefer hands-on experiences, movement, or physical activities to understand and retain information, e.g. building models, role-playing, or experimenting. Kinesthetic sense, the body's ability to sense its position, movement, and balance, often through proprioception, awareness of body parts in space, and tactical feedback. Okay. He probably means awareness. Relating to a personal awareness of position and movement of the parts of the body. Yeah. I'm getting a more comprehensive explanation here, but yeah. In the context of the previous question about Battlefield 6, you might be referring to how kinesthetic elements like responsive controls or immersive physical feedback are implemented in the game's mechanics, possibly enhanced by the updated Frostbite engine. If you meant something specific, a game... yes, I meant in the context of BF6. In the context of BF6, kinesthetic likely refers to a game design element that enhances the player's sense of physiality, movement, and interactions within the game world, leveraging the updated Frostbite engine. The kinesthetic experience in BF6 would involve responsive controls. The game aims to deliver tight, intuitive gunplay and movement mechanics, making actions like sprinting, vaulting, and shooting feel fluid and physically engaging. The Frostbite engine upgrades support more realistic player animations and physics for a tactile feel. I'm probably mispronouncing half of these words. Destruction system in BF6 enhanced the destruction. A focus of the new Frostbite version allows dynamic environmental interactions like collapsing buildings or terrain deformation, which provides physical feedback to player interaction. interactions. Heightening the kinesthetic immersion. Kinesthetic. I'm gonna have to learn this word to say it more believable, I guess. Haptic feedback for console players on PS5. Kinesthetic elements would include adaptive trigger resistance or vibrating in control. Oh yes, you have these these things in the controller. All right. Class-based physicality with BFX returning to traditional class system and suit for player matches. Each class, assault, engineer, we know, support and recon, likely has distinct movement and interaction styles, contributing to a varied kinesthetic experience through unique animations or equipment handling. All right, that's we're gonna have to go back to that in the future, because that seems like a lot. That's a lot to unpack right then and there. The haptic feedback on the PlayStation 5 controller is... Okay, I take that as a good thing. No, Fatih, I think it's not about that at all. I think it's about something completely different, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe there will be an update. Who knows?
Designed to give you a wider range of tactical and reflexive options during the heat of battle. It's about being aware of what's around you. Rebuilt it from the ground up to create an experience the team calls the Kinesthetic combat system. Designed to give you a wider range of tactical and reflexive options during the heat of battle. It's about being aware of what's around you. How you move, how you shoot, and how to use destruction are all carefully balanced and work together to define this new system. With Dragon Revive, you can now cross no...
There's a lot of interesting things there, like the way he is proning and shooting looks very different from... Like when he fell out of the window, jumped out of the window. That looked very interesting. Very different from what we've seen before. That mechanic. And look at when he shoots the fence or the bar next to the stair, it just disappears.
Flexive options during the heat of battle.
Here you have the fence here, right? And then he shoots.
It's about being aware of what's around you.
It's about being aware of what's around you. Minimap, I guess.
How you move.
Okay, you can just use any weapon to shoot the doors. Okay. Now this when he jumps out and prones here, this looks kind of interesting.
How you shoot and how to use destruction are all carefully balanced and work together to define this new system.
Oh, maybe it's just because the weapon is on the side until he aims down sight, and the weapon is more like almost straight up again. Maybe that just looked very different. I don't know if... I mean, it looks cool, let's just put it that way. I think it looks cool, but... You guys can't stop talking about the recon class, can you? That's a good example of exaggerated destruction. Yeah, but... I'm wondering if this exaggeration is just in the trailer. It's not really like that in the game, is it? As far as I haven't really been able to make up my mind about it.
With Dragon Revive, pulling them to safety while reviving them. Watch while.
more responsive and more responsive and more intuitive than ever before. If that is true, that is something I'm looking forward to. I'm hoping that's the case. The game will be different to the trailer. Yeah. Does it have canted iron sights? Maybe that's why it looks different. I don't know. What you mean when he was proning? Is this not gameplay? No, we're at the trailer so far. Gameplay comes. I'm gonna take gameplay later.
Whether you're tearing across the sky in a chopper, raining bullets down on your foes, or rolling.
Because I wanna talk about the information that they're sharing. So the footage is the gameplay so far, but we'll fast forward to some.
To the desert in a tank. The new Hitch a Ride ability lets your squad stay together by expanding the number of spots available for vehicles.
Yeah, the guy jumping out of the window part. Was there aim down sight?
How you shoot and how to use destruction are all carefully balanced.
There's no iron sight there. He has a different set of scope though. So laser beams on, laser sight on.
And work.
See, that's just hip fire.
Together to
and then aim down sight is not straight up.
Find this new system. With Dragon Revive, you can now cross no man's land to save a downed squad mate by pulling them to safety while reviving them.
I don't think I've seen any iron sight at all. Have you? I haven't seen any.
Walls, crouch while sprinting, and even perform agile rolls while escaping enemy fire.
Yeah, those things are gonna be...
All vehicles have been tuned to be more responsive and intuitive than ever before. Whether you're tearing across the sky in a chopper, raining bullets down on your foes, or rolling through the desert in a tank. The new Hitch a Ride ability lets your squad stay together by expanding...
That could be interesting, Hitch a Ride. I mean, if we're playing a squad as a team, you know.
The number of spots available for vehicles. And while it's easier to navigate with simplified control options, harnessing these war machines' full lethal potential requires the expertise of a pro.
We know you love destruction. And for Battlefield 6, we wanted to push destruction even further, both in terms of a spectacle and as a gameplay mechanic.
Oh, we're debuting a new iteration called Tactical Destruction. It gives you even more options to own the battlefield with countless ways to transform the environment. Wall blocking your way? Try C4.
Gameplays like COD. I participated in the playtest and the open beta feels like COD movement feels faster and the slide is faster and longer. Really, Alberto? Okay. Alright, thanks for your feedback. Are you saying that in a negative sense or a positive sense? Which is maybe a silly question, because if anybody talks about COD in any aspect of Battlefield, it's in a negative way. I will. We're getting there. I know it's taking some time, but we'll be getting there. Awesome. Error with a
rocket launcher
with an app.
Or your handy sledgehammer.
Okay, sledgehammer. Did anyone? Yeah. What do we know about the sledgehammer? Does everybody have it? Is it a default? Do you replace your melee weapon with a sledgehammer? Is it just like a sledgehammer? Is it just like a, something that people are gonna go with kill streak competition? Biggest sledgehammer kill streak? We're probably gonna see a lot of clips like that. Everyone wants to do sledgehammer kill streaks. Hey Dev, how you doing, man? Oh, hey, Peter Gabriel, how you doing? Dev, why am I saying hi to you again? Hello again, Dev. How you doing? Been a little silent today, Devlis. Maybe for a class? It's negative. It doesn't feel like Battlefield in terms of movement. Yeah, that's yeah. Nobody ever says anything about Call of Duty in a positive sense when it's Battlefield. It feels like exploits movement of BF4, all right. Yeah, Sledgehammer can knock down floor and walls, yeah, but aside from that... why are you being so quiet, Dev? Huh? Are you secretly trying to find out more about the testicle combat class?
Squad firing on your team from above?
Also, the takedowns are copy-paste of 2042 takedowns, where you can only finish someone from behind when you take down... But, okay. When you take down bottom pops up. I didn't even know that existed. I thought you had to... Your takedown button shows up. That's... Okay, that's kind of silly. There shouldn't be a takedown button, but okay.
Take out the floor beneath them. Or blow it all up. Climb over the rubble, problem solved.
All these things come together to create a genre-defining, must-play first-person shooter experience you cannot get anywhere else.
Run the Dragons as a market with $2. Thank you. Rip the
guys who are the
boys.
kleptocracy.
Let's get bricked for battle. Rip the Benjamin boy? What? What? I don't know what you mean, but thank you. I don't like that. Just keep the steel dog tag animation. Yeah. Alright, that's good to hear, though. Thanks for the feedback there. And thank you, Run the Dragon Zaza. Oh, did we see... Wait, what did we see there?
Rubble, problem solved.
No, wait, that wasn't Ironside. That was...
Things come together to create a genre-defining, must-play first-person shooter experience you cannot get anywhere else.
Yeah, that's Ironside, though. Here we had a little bit of Ironside, though. I don't remember who it was that asked about Ironside, but yeah, that's Ironside. From the engineer class. See, that's Iron and that's Scope. Yeah, first person you can only finish from behind, yeah.
On that front.
Destruction and explosions. I hope all this destruction and explosions isn't going to actually have a negative effect on the gameplay, because this can very much ruin the gameplay more than it can enhance the gameplay, you know. So yeah.
A lot of stuff in this game, folks.
More modes, more experiences, more Portal. There's more ways to play
Finisher
Battlefield than
looks
ever
too
before.
robotic and
Let's take a
fake.
look at all the maps and modes
It's not
we'll
as
be
smooth
playing
as in
in
older
Battlefield
BF.
6.
All right. I never was big on the takedowns and melee anyway, but so yeah, it's like it could be some of the things that they change throughout the patches. Who knows? Who knows? Hard agree on destruction. Hope it's not over the top. Yeah.
Battling it out across a world drowning in turmoil. A world filled with epic battles for you to partake in. All our spaces are built for the experience you want as a player. Whether that's intense, close quarters infantry combat, or large-scale warfare with tanks, choppers, and jets. So let's start with where you'll be battling it out.
Battlefield 6 will take you all over the globe, from Egypt and Gibraltar to Tajikistan and the streets of Brooklyn.
It's very limited amount of information from the devs about the vehicle gameplay, but I guess, yeah, let's just go on.
At launch, we'll have 9 maps.
Check Discord. Oh, thank you, Abdullah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna... Let's see if I can use that maybe as a thumbnail or whatever. Yeah, that's a nice looking thumbnail. Appreciate it. Well, what do you know? It's the same font as my other yeah. Kind of the same font. No, it's not. It's not. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, appreciate it. I'll pay $100 if I have to. I'm so ready for Battlefield 6. Alright, alright. ChatGPT did it in 60 seconds. Nice. Hey, ask ChatGPT if they can take the font from my if you look at my YouTube, the green font there, if they can copy that.
Including a remake of the classic Operation Firestorm
My old banner,
from
yeah.
Battlefield 3.
Gibraltar is built to be up close and personal. Smaller urban areas designed to support close quarters combat. Egypt is all about infantry
Thank you,
and land
Abdullah.
vehicles.
What's up, Ron? Thanks for the generosity, man. Thanks for the $2. Appreciate it, Ron.
Capture our all-out war experience. Then there's Brooklyn, bringing the best of both scale and close quarters combat.
All of these maps are built to support any of our variety of modes with custom layouts that
Fighting
we call
in Brooklyn,
combat
huh?
zones that have been rigorously playtested and iterated to ensure a thrilling, authentic Battlefield experience. No matter where you're playing.
Also, the more expensive versions of the game includes cosmetics. Alright, so what if you just want to make sure that you get all the DLCs? Of course, it's a woman with blue hair on top. Yeah, well, let's just say they have moderated that whole blue hair, and we got some purple hair here on stage, as expected, or red hair, or whatever it was.
Our all-out warfare trifecta of modes.
And no hair. We also had that.
In any other game. And with Battlefield 6, we're giving you more ways to play, all infused with Battlefield's DNA. Team deathmatch, squad deathmatch, domination, King of the Hill. In our newest addition to our all-out warfare experience called Escalation, where teams are pushed to a final climactic battle that we think our players will love.
There's no real explanation to it, but I guess we have to go back in history to see all these other, except for Escalation. Haven't we seen Escalation before? Wasn't there something called Escalation in the past? Or am I just imagining that?
We've spent countless hours of playtesting these modes, both internally and alongside our Battlefield Labs participants, and working to refine them and make them feel true to Battlefield's brand of immersive warfare. You can expect more maps, modes, and events.
That isn't that what it's supposed to look like? The takedown, was that the takedown that we were talking about before? Alright, I have to go back all the way here. We saw a takedown here, right?
We've spent countless hours of playtesting these modes, both internally and alongside our Battlefield Labs participants.
You know, the jet gameplay looks a lot better in the trailers than what I saw in the streams, but yeah, I don't know. Battle Code 6, Code Field 6. Yeah, I don't know, man.
And working to refine them and make them feel true to Battlefield's brand of immersive warfare. You can expect more maps, modes, and events as part of our post-launch seasonal content that we'll be telling you about closer to release.
Okay, events and stuff. Oh, so this.
You can also
the C4 quad bike or C4 Jeep. Delta Field 6, yeah.
build, share, and play your custom-created experiences.
This new, more powerful version of Portal will enable creators to use an updated toolset that features editing tools that will let you create even wilder experiences. That's not all. In Portal's newly redesigned Verified mode, modifiers will allow players to set up hardcore rule sets with one-shot kills, closed weapons, and so much more, all with full progression and XP gain.
With updates to our UI and navigation systems, it will be easier than ever to find and share exciting new experiences made with Portal. We can't wait to see what you create, share, and play.
You know, not gonna lie, the vehicle gameplay, the jets flying in the trailer, like, it looks really good. That, at least in my opinion. But yeah, I gotta see more before I make up my mind about what it's because in game it didn't look that, to me at least. Now, Portal is interesting. Portal is very interesting because I think Portal in 2025 2042 was kind of meh, in my opinion, but that's maybe more a reflection of my opinion about the game per se. But like, one thing I've learned is never to underestimate the creativity from dedicated enthusiasts. So there could very well be some really, really interesting things coming out of Portal if this is as good as, you know, it's being described here. I mean, some of the things that we see here that they're showing with Portal, it doesn't appeal to me at all, I'll be honest. But the fact that it has this creativity, if they do something good with it.
Portal's newly redesigned verified mode modifiers will allow players to set up hardcore rule sets.
Yeah, and the verified, like if you become a verified Portal creator, or if you have a verified Portal creation, I should say, that would allow you to even make progress in the game. So I guess they will be working with the devs about it, with it. That is actually interesting. That is interesting. Keep in mind, guys, Counter-Strike, the most famous shooter of all times, I guess. Maybe. I mean, that's just a mod of Half-Life. There was two guys that made that. The original Counter-Strike. So, and also, like, another example that I bring up, if this ever is brought up, is Fallout. If you look at Fallout New Vegas, basically every feature that was new in Fallout New Vegas, with aim down sight and some of the, you know, some of the perks, like bones spotting perk, that follower you had or whatever, like all of that came from mods that modders, that enthusiasts did in Fallout 3. So that could add a lot of interesting things in the past. That could add to a lot of interesting things. And down the line, you know, these modders, they could actually prove to make a lot of... They could actually make the game much more interesting, like in the long term. If this is a long-term game that we like... If this becomes anything like Battlefield 1 that we're playing now 9 years later, you know, having these mod tools, that could actually make a big difference. That could be a good thing. Or it can be a nothing burger. Mark my words, 2-3 years, when the next Battlefield drops, they'll go back to BF1 gameplay, guns and maps, to finally give the community what they really want. Well, the Battlefield 1 community is definitely forged from Halo. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with Halo. I don't know. But yeah. Well, in the Battlefield 1 community, that's what we want, that's for sure. It's the problem with the devs that made Battlefield 1, they all left the studio. So they don't have the people that have experience with it. That game engine has also been updated in a direction that goes away from Battlefield 1, so those are the things, but... You're 18 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna skip a lot. I'm gonna move forward to in the...
Weapons, so much more, all with full progression and XP gain.
With updates to our UI and navigation system.
It's because I'm putting a lot of focus on what the devs are saying. We're gonna go into the gameplay later. I'm not gonna show all of the gameplay. I'm not gonna go through everything there. I'll fast forward past all the things that I saw when I was watching it yesterday. Ex-COD devs run Battlefield. Really? Is there any... Wait, does that have anything to do with Sempella or anything, or where does that come from, off-world?
Hey everyone, my name is Rebecca Kutas and I'm the General Manager of DICE and Criterion, and I'm here with Phil Ducharme from Motive. In addition to building the multiplayer experience, we are also bringing the single
Yeah, I remember Söderlund.
Battlefield.
Söderlund, it was the one with the famous statement, if you don't like it, don't buy it. Comment, yeah, I remember. Yeah, it's hard to know how serious that dispute actually is, Albertus. I don't really know. Is right. Sampella was former COD then Apex. Okay, thank you, Offworld and Mitch. Yeah. And there's more people from that era, I guess.
And we didn't want to leave without giving you a glimpse. Together, we are so proud to represent the teams at Criterion, DICE and Motive, working on this gritty, adrenaline-fueled campaign that immerses you in a...
Alright, so they have a single-player campaign. Good. Now we know. We already knew from before.
Frankly, I have to agree with them.
Did I see, like, Firestorm as well? Like, rolling our minds back to the trailer, like, what we just saw, there's so many things that have got me pumped up.
Yeah.
Like,
Not too interested in.
You know, Nate Shot had a couple whiffs, and I was like, oh, all right, man, maybe doesn't still got it. No, he started popping heads.
I mean, I don't wanna be bashing on the, and they just can't stop talking. I'm not. It's not like I'm negative towards the single player campaign, but it's not like something that I'm really interested in. So somebody, I don't remember who it was, didn't really like this. Mountain climbing. Oh, there we got the shotgun, so he has assault. Switching to the assault rifle. Yeah, we saw that before. I'm gonna just fast forward, see what we've got here.
Surrounding them will be a problem.
yeah, I think he's waiting for someone to try and push up, or maybe come from like E or B or try and flank the street here, right? 'Cause you kind of imagined that they would have taken B on that one, but still trying to facilitate the cross for his teammates, catch those players respawning in, coming back in. Again, this is what you kind of expect.
Shotgun.
Like Scum, good map awareness, good knowledge of how to play these positions. You're seeing it. This guy is gone. God damn, Scum, what the hell?
All right, shotgun. Yeah, this is what I think it was Winfield's talking about it the most. That this would make the. He's playing with a controller. Yeah, that's a controller. The shotgun in the hands of the assault class is going to cause, let's say, a couple of. I mean, look at this: shotgun, 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 assault rifle. All right, let's roll this a bit. Let's, among other things, pay attention to what class or what weapons are getting most kills.
I know, man. Why? You were about to get the 4-piece.
I mean,
Shotgun, SMG, assault rifle.
the shotgun giveth, the shotgun taketh.
It's true. It's true.
You can only be so upset when you just got a 4K running shot.
Scum's a scary player. Like the rest are good, but like Scum.
SMG.
Terrifying.
Okay, there's quite some SMGs getting kills here. LMG there.
Too many people on him, but just constantly having that head on the swivel to watch for that approach to come in. That's just going to be good game sense across the board.
Hell, he caught them on the street though, right? When he had that nice fish in the.
All right, so there's a lot of people getting SMG kills.
Res time. Oh,
Close.
send it again.
Round 2. There we go. There we go. That's what you get for trying to res in Battlefield.
Are they all playing?
I noticed you got to be on them with the res.
Yeah.
You got to be right on top of them, which makes sense considering it's a defibrillator.
Well, you need to be on him with the res, but you also need to be on him for the kill. Because if you had this long, decent little range that hit.
Oh, that slide! Holy moly! How much? Are they all playing controllers?
Quickly about getting killed by somebody who's 5 feet away from them with a defib.
Pressure. Yeah.
They're all controller players.
There's some reinforcements coming in though. Got a kill on the Corsair at the end.
Shotgun.
And there's
Scum, dude.
Still that shotty.
So I guess we're gonna have a big aim assist discussion, huh? The netcode will also decide what weapons will be played. Yeah, man.
They're losing a lot of bodies here.
This will be interesting to see how well Scum fares here, because it looks like they're kind of holding towards B, kind of pushing up the street. Needs a bit more range.
I could not notice they also use the same bluish screen filters. BF. Really?
So you do need a whole RPG to have
Shoot an RPG at him, man. You know, it's as simple as
That's
that.
what it is.
They're learning. What I think is interesting is that now, as the action continues forward, and they're kind of adapting.
I tried to make it. Oh, thank you, Abdullah.
And being able to get the freedom to get those kills.
Like 43 top fragger in the lobby at the moment.
All right, Tim.
Assault at the grenade launcher. Shotgun second primary.
He's still having a life game, buddy.
Yeah, it's.
But again, if we look at this, the interesting thing to my eye as well is like as much as we're in that kind of meat grinder on that kind of BC area, this is beautiful work. Yeah, a little labored, but it's lovely.
I was gonna say if he whiffs this kill, everything you're talking about.
It took a whole mag. He's running an SMG, man. Like, give him some slack here.
I was impressed.
That's SMG.
But again, you look at who's playing, right? And some of these players are going for those kills, which is fair enough. Don't blame me. But then you look at the cap points, totally different. Those Battlefield veterans hitting up those points. They're not going necessarily for that meat grinder the whole time. Like, oh, okay, I'll go back cap. I'll flip this.
I think, and a lot of people who maybe aren't used to playing, either this game mode or.
I don't know. Is just sliding a bit over the top as per usual, or?
No, it's not.
Yeah, somebody's got 43 kills or somebody above them with 25, and that's because they're actually playing the objectives. They're getting a lot more involvement on the map.
Again, we watched Scum, right? We watched Scum. We were on board with Scum.
No, that's assault rifle.
But they were struggling originally on the cap points. Now they're running this back, though. Again, it's that flip, right? Like, getting that control, getting that build up. He was doing so well, but outdone now. They're starting to figure it out.
They might be able to come back.
I see the assault class being heavily overused and support very underutilized. But maybe I'm misreading some information here.
Getting quite close, especially if they're able to hold on to these. But now you got 3 under fire, so they need to maintain at least.
And it might be just that kind of map also, or that kind of section of the map where.
I want to play the game so
Like
bad.
the suppressed shotty feels filthy. It just sounds filthy
Yeah,
too,
it sounds
right?
nasty. It sounds so good. They got a big flip here, team. Oh, man. We might be seeing a potential comeback here. They're getting close.
But I have seen revive with stim syringe. Really? It's defibrillator for reviving, right? The stim is for personal, personal boost kind of thing, right?
All right, so now they're going to try and see if they can stop this D cap, which,
Yeah, C's under pressure. You just saw them going down there. This could be rough.
if they're able to stop C at all, which, yeah, you get
There's a phantom skin with black and red colors which feels off. The pre-order bonus is an operator, okay?
It looked like a nice attempt for a back cap, maybe, right? Get that pressure on the behind, make them turn around, pay attention, but kind of hard to do on your own there.
100 tickets separates these two teams.
Also, the slide is way different than the one from the playtest. The playtest slide felt like BF1 slide, okay.
It is doable, but everyone has to be on that same
Alright.
working together.
Big kills coming in here. They got to get these flips on A and B to stop the bleeding, but things are starting to get a little hectic here.
Themselves into a pretty good spot. Up and over the top.
Oh, he's found him, man. He can sniff him out.
This is what they need to prevent. They cannot allow these tickets to go away so freely like this.
And look, this isn't even just him there with a shotgun, right? He's at range now. He's at
10 enemies remain?
laying it down. They need to some fight back, man. You can't let Scum get away with this.
Yeah, this is much more.
What was that notification?
Not relying on the shot against fully,
down for
but
this,
now he's
though.
back to it.
He's weighing. Anyone gonna push? It's a nice try. Outdone though. Woo.
Big punishment. All right, we're getting close. We're down. I mean,
Sub 100 down.
Oh, so you're more of a Battlefield player, Alberto?
I'm getting E right here.
This might be big.
That is a big secure.
But again, this is what I expect from these veteran players, right? Eyeing up where looks vulnerable, where can we skip past? We don't want to go for that just, you know, bloodbath. That's unnecessary. Can we build up now? 80 to 95. It is crunch time between these two.
Now, without a doubt, it's a different.
Yeah, maybe there's too many features in these games, and some of the simplicity in Battlefield 1 and the restrictions you have from making Battlefield 1 based on World War I. Maybe that actually was a good thing. I mean, it's at least I've mentioned it before. I don't know if this is a general opinion, but
That is actually wild. Last man alive, trying to play it safe. Stone the last stand. Holding this one on. That's huge.
The caps are coming through at the same time. You can see ABC all
Going for the
under
cap
fire.
himself. Capping it out right now as well. There it is. So got the cap, got the defense, got the squad back up. That is beautiful work from Stoda.
They're in a really good spot for the moment, but they have to hold the rest of the objectives that have already been flipped to neutral.
This is getting down.
It's getting low. It's so low now. They need to hold on to this. Be careful. Those respawns, as you said, 20 tickets left to play with. That's it.
It's dropping so quickly. This has got to be it. Secure here for them.
my last run of BF1 was 3 months ago. Really? It was 4 hours of mortar truck gameplay.
They worked for that victory. That was not easy at all.
That was Tim the Tap Man having a life game. Man, the myth, the legend, the burnt peanut, courage. Lots of great highlights from this one.
I really like this map. I really like that map
And
already.
this was the squad deathmatch variant of it, which was great.
So this is a small zoom in that we kind of saw, you know, hovering a more.
Like, it's just really fun.
All right, so what has been your favorite moment?
Add-on to that, you've been working on Battlefield just as a whole for a super long time, like you had mentioned. What has been the process for making the
Looking at the weapons,
for you guys, things that you learned,
see if it tells us something.
iterate on, so that this way you can really deliver this rich experience.
Yeah, for us the journey started back, you know, a few years ago when we started on the Battlefield 6 journey. We wanted to return to modern times.
So basically, like the way I see it, the kills, all the kills are either assault, SMG, or shotgun, and that's 2 classes, right? So the SMG, that's engineer. I mean, SMGs normally are powerful in Battlefield games. That's just how it is. Every Battlefield has really good SMGs. But I see very little support, right? What is that? Is that the case? Really? Is any class can use any gun type? Really? Wasn't that like just a rumor from earlier and they changed that, or? Hey, White Van. There's been a lot of on and off about that. Is that true? So there can be a recon, well, not a shotgun, but recon can be running around with a assault rifle. Okay, so only benefits to each weapon. Okay. So that it is okay. It is that. So we can have support players running around with a SMG then.
Was one of the first things we decided. We hadn't been modern for more than a decade. So we started there, and then of course then Battlefield 3 and 4 so that a pinnacle in a lot of people's opinion, including ours. I mean, we love all our Battlefield games, of course, but those were great. We want to be kind of inspired by those games. And the thing for us was all about making sure we nailed the classes, the gunplay, destruction, vehicles, and our all-out warfare modes. Right? So we really were super focused on just trying to bring the best we could to our Battlefield fans.
Yeah, and I think, you know, I speak for myself here, but what I'm seeing does definitely resonate with that message, right? It does feel like
all right.
it's a return to form, but it's not just that, it's also a love letter to games like
yeah, so they, I mean, that's what they hinted about.
Myself included.
Okay, so I wasn't sure how to read into that when they talked about the master of this weapon or whatever. I hate this. See how he's sitting so face into the monitor that you can't even see him.
Or I got to defend. But the cool thing about Breakthrough, it's the combination
there we have
of
that
conquest
drag
and rush in a lot of ways, right?
Yeah.
It's the rush kind of way of playing, attacking, defending, but you got the entire toolbox and everything that is all-out warfare, right? You got the vehicles, you got everything. So it's sort of the perfect mix of Battlefield, but also makes it simpler to understand and drive. And it's also nice with the asynchronous thing, right?
Yeah.
We defended really well, and it's like, come on, now we're going to show them when we attack. This is how it's going to be done, right?
Movement
that kind
reminds
of thing,
me of 2042, yeah.
It's so popular.
Yeah, oh, without a doubt. And I'm really looking forward to jumping into Breakthrough with my boys when the game comes out. And, you know, one of the prompts we always have is who's going to play what? You know, who's going to play what classes? Who's going to cover what? I want to know from you guys, what's the meta? What should we be doing here? You know what I mean? What do you guys like to run with?
Well, I'm biased towards support. I've always played support. I'm not the strongest shooter from the offset, but I'm really great at reviving people. So if you've got like
defib gets a lot of work.
That's me, I'm there. So yeah, that's my vibe, and I think it's needed.
That woman looked very disoriented.
You know, who's going to play what classes? Who's going to cover what? I want to know from you guys. What's the meta? What should we?
Is this like the definition of confusion in a first-person shooter? Is this even a is this person even playing first-person shooter games?
Attacking,
yeah,
because the defenders are on trying to get you down like constantly, so there is so much opportunity as a support to get in there and just get people back up without losing tickets, so it's perfect.
Yeah,
it's the best help.
What about for you, Christian?
I'm actually alternating
my camo. I'm looking over there.
Me and Alexei are the same. We're good at defibbing. I got the deployable cover out.
Should I remove that?
Someone blows a hole in the wall and it's like I'm there with the cover. Love that. I also play engineer in Conquest.
I love engineer.
And at times in Breakthrough. But I am the guy who's repairing. I do like to blow up things as well, but I'm repairing, I'm supporting. But sometimes I just want to go assault. I don't want to think as much, I just want to as well.
Correct me if I'm wrong, this is a mode from Battlefield. That was a while ago, but then one comes out Breakthrough. Why did Breakthrough kind of become core to the Battlefield experience?
Yeah, I think it's kind of partially what Alexei was saying. It's easy to get into, right? You understand I got to attack or I got to defend. But the cool thing about Breakthrough, it's the combination of conquest and rush in a lot of ways, right? Yeah. It's the rush kind of way of playing, attacking, defending, but you got the entire toolbox and everything that is all-out warfare. Right?
Maybe I should have
vehicles,
removed my own cam
so it's sort of
earlier.
the perfect mix of Battlefield, but also makes it simpler to understand and drive. And it's also nice with the asynchronous thing, right?
Yeah.
We defended really well, and it's like, come on, now we're going to show them when we attack. This is how it's going to be done, right? That kind of thing, I think, makes it so popular.
Yeah, oh, without a doubt. And I'm really looking forward to jumping into Breakthrough with my boys when the game comes out. And, you know, one of the prompts we always have is who's going to play what? You know, who's going to play what classes? Who's going to cover what? I want to know from you guys, what's the meta? What should we be doing here? You know what I mean? What do you guys like to run with?
Well, I'm biased towards support. I've always played support. I'm not the strongest shooter from the offset, but I'm really great at reviving people.
She looks so misplaced.
That's me, I'm there.
She looks like she is in the completely wrong. Yeah.
Defenders are on trying to get you down like constantly.
Never mind.
There is so much opportunity as a support to get in there and just get people back up without losing.
This game looks awesome and much more difficult than Battlefield 1.
Actually alternating between three classes. I am
difficult? How does it look more difficult?
We're good at defibbing. I got got the deployable cover out. I love that. Someone blows a hole in the wall, and it's like, I'm there with the cover.
I mean, the weapon, like the weapon control looks extremely simplified.
But I am the guy who's repairing.
So I mean, like I said earlier, this does not look like a game where I need to make recoil tutorials.
I do that as well.
Let's go blow things up with a grenade launcher.
It's like a recoil tutorial in this game would be like 3 minutes.
I'm the guy that keeps the other guys alive. And let them do the killing, and I'll do the supporting. Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Yeah, how's it been? Because one of the things that I believe it was Tompkins said was, man, the play test where you guys had internally, very different from what we're seeing here today. Anything that caught your eye that you saw anyone do? That maybe was like, oh, I've never seen that before. I know it's a lot to think of because it's been a long weekend, but it just feels like overall there's so many new things that players can do.
There will likely be higher skill ceiling in this game in terms of movement. Maybe so.
We talk about that a lot internally. We see it every time we bring out a game. Like the things that people do is just unbelievable. And I've been walking around, like getting up and seeing what people are doing. Just
The movement in this game literally kills the whole immersion. Yeah, that's from somebody that actually played the game.
Yeah. The real visceral sounds that people make.
What about for you?
Yeah, the thing is, if you make video games and you play test every day and having a great time, which we've been doing for a very long time.
She did not seem to enjoy the game.
That good at the Twitch skill, maybe I'll do any more just to make sure that it's like
Open door? What? Oh, there's a door next to him?
I'm getting older. You're really good at dying. So you get killed a lot. The team are awesome at playing. But this is
I played the play. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, that was your comment I was talking about there, because you actually played the game and you didn't like the movement. Yeah, I hear you, man.
Learning the maps, preemptively destroying a good overlook of an objective because they know people will be up there. I mean, it's incredible to see these guys play.
We had the Battlefield OGs, Stode, Westy, Tactical Brit, Bendy Central. They were together and they were putting on a masterclass in how to play Battlefield.
It's so fun.
Yeah, it really is. Is there anything that, you know, I've been asking all the devs this as they've been coming up here. What's that one thing that you feel like fans should know before they get into the game from your perspective?
So, Matteo Genova, please elaborate. I'd like to hear you. I'd like to hear your thought process.
And soul and care into this game. And we've really focused on what the important things are. The thing we were told when we came into this was make the best Battlefield that you can make. Yeah. And we took that to heart, and it's like, what does that mean to us?
Valorant players cannot make a transition to games like this.
It's gunplay, it's soldier movement,
okay.
It's all these things that are so integral to the game. And I guess...
Yeah, Story plays good.
Play it. I need you all to see that what we're talking about isn't just what we're talking about. Trailers are great, all of this is great, but our open beta is us putting our money where our mouth is,
well,
right?
There's a confidence, for sure, that is coming, that it's emanating from you guys, because you can tell you're proud of the thing that you put out here. And Christian, there's a lot to be proud of here, because this
that C4 didn't end up where he wanted it.
Yeah, we feel it, and of course it's great.
How many does he have? There's 4 C4s? Normally the magic number is 3, right?
We've been doing this for a long time. You feel when you're onto something, and we feel that. We don't want to stop.
Yeah, that movement just looks weird.
Ryan and a few others in the squad, we're like, playtest over already? We're having a great time, and afterwards we're sharing stories about the crazy things we did, right? It's like, you can feel it. So we're super excited, and we're really looking forward to see what players are gonna think when they play it next weekend.
Yeah, it's around the corner. You guys nervous?
No,
you're excited.
No, I'm to this. Are you kidding? Look how much fun everyone's having.
Hey,
There's
you know
nothing
what?
to be nervous
That's
about.
exactly what we love to hear over here, right, guys? It's awesome stuff. Alexia, Christian, thank you guys so much for your time.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it, and of course, we'll look forward to.
You can throw them far. Yeah, but that's.
The show, and people can find you online. But congratulations.
Thank you so much.
The 2 girls are Valorant players. All right.
Thank you so much. All right. Well,
yeah, well, Stode, when you watch Stode play or Stode or how you say it, you can see this is a Battlefield players, Broken Machine Battlefield player. I mean, you can just see it. Just watching Broken and Stode and I don't know whoever. You can clearly see Battlefield players when they play Battlefield versus non-Battlefield players playing Battlefield. It's just different, and you can tell the difference. I mean, it's just, yeah. not to be condescending to anybody who is not familiar with this. I mean, a new game is a new game, right?
I was like, I just want to get to work and then see what I'm working with. And I had goosebumps watching that first trailer. So, you know, it's really cool. It's really cool.
This guy looks like at least a first-person shooter. I don't know if he's a Battlefield player, but yeah, he knows how to play shooters at least.
Best thing ever. Good time. It's a good time to be a Durst fan of the chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water. In any case, though,
But the map looks cool. The walls, the buildings, the flowers, players. I have nothing negative to say about the graphics. Hope it's just not too demanding for my old PC.
kind of showing you how the map plays out because you're moving phase by phase through the map. So it's a very. Oh, wait a minute. Timmy, what are we doing, Timmy?
Best stream chat. Thank you, Drum. Great. They should invite. Yeah, well, they didn't.
You stay right here. Okay. You gotta bring him in. Draw them in. Draw them in.
Let's go, Breadman.
Oh,
Yes, yes.
Breadman. Run. Blow him up. Yes.
He only got one though, but that was cool. They planned that.
I mean, hey, it just means that you send it again. If at first you do not succeed, try again.
Ah, you have to wait for the circle to finish there. All right, all right. All right, they wanted to make a little bait there. They were baiting them like masters, like the master baiters, you could say. With the, I don't know if they have a testicle masters here also, but they're definitely master baiters, that's for sure. Okay, so this is maybe a little bit too much waiting, but if you just want to make some short clips, you can just cut all of this out, and then when they come running, it's like, whoa, did you look at that? It looks so cool.
Surely this time it works.
Right? Come on.
All right.
Any second now.
Okay, that...
That feels good. That feels so good.
It would have been tragic if we didn't get the payoff.
It might, yeah, this might be, all right.
Especially this one.
Well, I see some memes coming this way. Some camper, yeah. Well, he is playing that camper.
I'd like to assume so.
I'm dropping 20 on this dude's stream in a heartbeat. It's too funny.
Here we go. It's cooking. It's cooking these.
Okay.
Oh my god, he actually is. Wait.
Yeah.
Let's go. Do this.
The damage connection. Now you just hold the door.
So close.
Well, well, well.
No.
Well played.
That was gaming.
He was dominating the server. Well played. I don't think they were able to respawn though.
Surely not.
Do they have? They kind of kept going.
Oh, this is breakthrough.
I'm still learning this game.
Yeah.
Like breakthroughs.
I
don't think you can.
It seems like it's over.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, he's got the LMG.
Locked in. You're fine.
Okay.
Also console players, or yeah, controller player at least.
They're close though. They got 5 on the site, so this is actually kind of possible.
God. The LMGs are nice as well.
How much of this is him aiming versus aim assist?
Yeah, they really do. They
I guess as a PC player, I'll never know. Uh-huh.
There you go.
About bringing it to a close. Yep, just having to get the reason.
Yo, One Cosmic. Yeah, looks... the graphics looks great. We've got a lot of questions. There's a lot to boil down. I don't know, man. I'm
I love the way they said it though. Is the unks are frying. You're like world champion.
it's better than I expected. It looks a lot better than I expected it to do.
What's Pestley up to as well? Actually, I kind of like to see what he's been doing. 'Cause mostly we saw him in kind of.
There's a cool 4 versus 4 versus 4 versus 4 squad mode. Okay, 4 squads. Okay. Is that new?
My guy's sniping. It's not gone well. Scump just cracked his head open.
I feel like around that corner, you really do want like an AR or something, or an LMG there to try and
Isn't squad deathmatch just a very old concept?
Deeper angle like this. That's going to be a bit more setup for you, a bit more survivability. Not on the wall. Not on the wall. That's not where you want to go. Yeah, beat down the street here. There you go. Got to worry about that right flank, though.
These are the team kind of push up into that square in front, give him that security, because right now it's so isolated.
Oh, you can revive regardless of class, okay?
Beautifully done. But they could have pushed up now.
That's the testicle master that revives there.
So it looks like it.
You can use that. You can use that barrel there.
Oh, a little C4 over the top. Post it.
A little bit more to the right to get it behind the car. Oh my god.
Could have worked.
Ambition off the charts.
Four-way deathmatch is new to me. Oh, really?
I think if he gets a few more runs on this map, he'll know exactly where to throw that rhythm down.
I haven't played BF5 or 2042, so I wouldn't. Okay. There's a lot. There's a lot of that in this game. At least 2042. There's a lot of it.
Suppressing fire down the street, trying to allow the players to come up. That's gonna do it though. That'll certainly do it into the pocket.
A rocket right to the gut. That's fun. Oh, that's a net. I was gonna hit his head. That would have been terrible.
Lift onto the stairs.
Oh, the ragdoll on that as well. You've seen bodies being
Believe in the falls, Connie.
The arm is still flailing.
Believe in the falls,
Oh, the teammate dragging him away from the rest. That is so sick.
There's another one.
That's Wildcat.
This is also gonna. Well, it's hard to know how accurate the shots have to be to get a kill with a rocket launcher. How much splash damage is. And you don't get revived with full health, so that's different in the. Oh, double. Oh, building kill. That's why. Oh, that looked like the shaking. Looked kind of cool. When the building fell down, the whole screen was shaking. If you like that. Oh, buffer. So this is. Oh, she's gunning a tank, or is it like an ATV or what are they called? Stone repairing.
Stone trying to keep the team in this one, trying to keep the armor going.
Yeah, that slide thing. I don't know if that's gonna fit with my fingers. All right. You know how much I hate looking at tank gameplay when people have no idea what they're doing. Yeah, I know you, if anybody, would hate that. But you have the experience to say it, though. Hey, Winfield, you wanna play this game? You wanna do some? You wanna get some nostalgia going? Hey, Winfield, throw me a DM if you wanna experience some nostalgia, because that could actually be a thing, at least in the beta. Check it out. Yeah, throw me a throw me. I might be able to help you out there, Winfield. I don't really know who. Are you gonna have the time to play it and? When I join the stream and all that stuff, everything that is involved in that, because that could be a lot of fun, to be honest. And we'll get even more Finns in the stream. All right. All right, Winfield. Let's see if we can hook you up. Or maybe if you just talk to, hey Mitch, do you have a? You think you can set the Winfield up with a key? We'll have a blast from the past moment here, maybe. Oh, that's from Abdullah. I didn't see that. Sorry, I missed that, Abdullah. Yeah, that looks cool. Yeah, that looks cool. Is that also ChatGPT? Thank you, man. Yeah, hey, Mitch, do you have an extra key? Nostalgia DM. You can send, either you send it to me if you don't have the direct. If you don't have a DM to Winfield, you send it to me, or you guys sort it out yourselves. Looking forward to multi-road kills with the heli. That could be a thing. That could be. I don't know the mechanics. I don't know if how I'm gonna be able to. If I'm gonna have the time to learn how to fly the heli. So normally that's a little bit of, yeah, it's normally time consuming, and I don't know if I'll be able to, maybe not. Yeah, let me know if you guys are able to sort it out between one another. Yeah, so for the ones of you, I mean, I know most of you guys don't really remember or know Winfield, but we're old gaming mates from PlanetSide, and we've had a lot of fun together. Winfield is funny as hell in game, so yeah, that could be an entertaining squad. I don't know how many of the... I know Jokkel was gonna be a bit busy. I don't know about the other people with Nikki and Kelly and all the Turkish people, Ebu, Dark, and all the other guys. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know, what about Chuck? I didn't see Chuck after yesterday. Yeah, do you have voice? Yeah, you can join voice. Yeah, Winfield. If you have, you can join voice chat. I'll join voice chat here. If you want to join voice, I think you have the. I think you have voice set up already, right? You've been in voice here not that long ago, have you? Or if I have to drag you in, just join, I don't know, Solana or Crypto or, I don't know, Battlefield 2042, whatever. And I'll move you in. Oh, look at her smile. Getting those, oh. Does she look more immersed than I do when I play? Well, you don't have the. Hey, Winfield, how you doing, man?
Hello, dude.
Hey, you don't have the access?
I don't think so. Like I think I rejoined the Discord. Like just.
Ah, yeah. Hang on, try now. I'm gonna move you out. See if you can get back in here. Ah, there we go. There we go.
Yeah, that works.
All right, cool. You have a new headset, I think.
Yeah, I bought this is a table mic. Like I don't use headsets.
Ah, okay. Yeah. In that case, I hope you can manage the sound, so it's not gonna be the keyboard sound when we start playing. So you get that in. Yeah.
Should be fine. Like I think I've got it set up like pretty properly. But if you hear anything extra, just tell me.
All right, cool. Tap the keyboard a little bit. Just hammer it a little bit.
I don't have voice activation, so I have.
You have push. Are you gonna be playing with push to talk also?
Yeah, I always do that.
All right. Yeah, well, the sound is good though. So, all right, cool. Max out noise suppression. That's not a problem. It's noise is not the problem. All right, so you have some thoughts about the assault class being a little OP, huh?
Yeah, I think that's my main concern right now. If you just look at the classes, like as a raw thing, like we don't know a lot, but like that just seems a bit over the top. Yeah.
Yeah, shotgun and grenade launcher. One guy have both of that in a Battlefield game also. That's yeah. I mean, what could go wrong, right?
And you have those, and then you also get access to an extra weapon, which is gonna be something like an AK again. Like
yeah, that's.
I think it's a bit over the top, but maybe it's more balanced, but.
It's hard to know. Yeah, it's hard to know.
Copium.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. The thing about Chuck is that I don't know if he has never shown any interest in Battlefield games. So, if you have limited amount of keys, then you know, Uffe, Winfield, and I don't know. Yeah, if you have an extra, we have to know that the people actually are going to want to join in. You know. He's Finnish. He's from Finland. But you can't tell?
I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, not many people realize I'm from Finland with my accent.
Real? Oh, there maybe. All right. Yeah, well, Nikki has a lot stronger accent. That is for sure, though. Yeah. All right. Well, there you go.
I need to get my. I need to get my. It's an EA account these days, so it's not called Origin anymore, I guess.
It's the same thing, though. Origin.
It's the same thing, but.
Yeah, Origin was just updated to. EA.
Yeah, it's called EA something.
Yeah, EA app.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Okay, now I got it. I was trying to look for Origin. I was like, what the hell? Where is it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, for me it was just an update. You didn't see much but the name change. I don't even remember. You uninstalled
last time
it?
I played BF4, I played it with Ragey and Chicken Man, so it's been quite a while.
Alright. And you never played Battlefield 1, did you?
I don't think so, no.
How did you miss out on Battlefield 1? Like, what is the...
I think the reason for that is just I'm not interested in the weapons in Battlefield 1, and I had the same issue with like the other game that was in Battlefield. What was it called? It was the
latest one?
World War II game, I guess.
Oh, Battlefield 5?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just I'm more of a modern weapons guy.
Matti, shout out to all regulars that have keys that want to join you. How many people have, like, have you... Yeah, Uffe wants to try it out. He seemed... yeah, he didn't seem super enthusiastic, but beta is beta, right?
I can focus on getting the account back that I have.
Alright, yeah, try it. Yeah. Yeah, I hope you can get that sorted in good time.
Yeah, it's fine. Not gonna be a problem. Just to remember my stuff.
Yeah.
I have a completely separate like email for like Origin account where
Oh yeah. The running seems a bit weird. Or is it just that he has a very low field of view or something?
That's always going to be a tough one there. You're going into the open street, and you only have a short-range weapon to try and deal with that. A couple of tickets left, and this is big though, right? They cannot allow the blue squad here, Urge's team, they cannot drop tickets. They have to keep their teammates alive, but a tank around the corner there.
Let's if you have keys, if you're one of the regulars especially, I'm gonna try out during the beta. Low field of view makes it look slow, yeah it does. Greta is Greta. Well, it's cross. Is it gonna be crossplay even in beta? If that's so, then you know, that opens up for more people. Maybe Dev and Drumbrass are gonna join. We'll see Drumbrass sitting somewhere in the corner on the opposite side of the map with his sniper rifle and something else in his hands.
One life left. I was like, oh my god, it's fucking awesome, dude.
It's been a phenomenal day. Like, I don't think any of us could have asked for anything more.
Yeah, Ryan, we were talking about it.
Yeah, that's the question. Is it? I mean, I'm assuming they're all playing on PC here in this event, but even the controller players. But if it's gonna be crossplay, that's. He didn't revive. Streaming and playing a game with the sunglasses, that doesn't make sense to me. Does that make sense to you guys? Or is it gaming glasses with a different design? There was a time when some people were using gaming glasses, wasn't there? He's trying to shoot. He's trying to wallbang, or was that just wonky aim? Wait, Devlis is okay. Wait, Devlis is on P. Dev, are you on PC? Fully integrated crossplay ASUS formats as it launches. All right.
Where the guys are playing right now, you'll start seeing just things getting destroyed. Yeah. And what that does to the lanes that the players can run through is it just makes it.
All right, Dev. Are you actually gonna join in and play with us?
Okay, there we go.
Are you sorted out?
I've secured. Yeah, I got my account back now.
Ah.
I didn't remember the password anymore.
Yeah. I've had that problem so many times, man. I reset my password like maybe 15 times by now.
before, we wanted to give our players a ton of variety with how they play Battlefield. It's all about the modes, the classes,
Now I have
the
so many
weapons,
tabs
the
open.
gadgets.
I
There's
forgot
all
what
sorts
that's
of
doing.
layers that are being brought
Yeah.
to this experience. And for sure, what you're going to see with the launch package is just more ways to play than ever before in Battlefield 6.
No, that's excellent. I mean, and we've seen so many here. We've had domination, we've had breakthrough just now, we had squad deathmatch as well. Any favorite modes for you guys in particular that stands out?
When console players turn around, it looks just so weird.
Yeah, and I love the intensity of it, right? So I think back to some of the most fun I ever had was domination in Battlefield 1.
Yeah.
And just I felt that the levels that the team had there, we built with actors.
Why are people running around with the...
That really got me as a player. Really.
Do you run faster?
So for me, domination and squad deathmatch, I love, and I can see the maps and the
That's like the third time I see people running without a weapon in hand. Is that like a Counter-Strike thing where you run faster? Hey, revive your teammate, dude. Huh.
Oh nice, I already had this connected to my Steam. I didn't remember I did that.
Alright.
You know, which is it's as it should be in Battlefield. Now, we saw a lot of things today. Got a lot of little treats here. You know, one of them in particular, I've been wanting
Yeah, what about drum?
mention a bit of it here, was the single player. Saw a bit of that. Anything that we watched the gameplay, anything you guys could share? I know we're not talking about it explicitly here, but I gotta ask, I gotta try. And who wants to take this?
Well, Alma's been working on it, you know, with the team. So I'll let Alma weigh in on what she can.
Hit me with it.
Oh my gosh, absolutely! I can't wait to be able to talk more about single player and to have more people experience single
Smoke looks good. Dust looks good. I mean, I'm assuming they're all playing this on Ultra.
It's a full Battlefield campaign, so stay tuned. We're really excited to be able to give you more of single player before launch.
See this slide jump thing? That just makes no sense to me.
A little different, a little straightforward, but at the same time, you know, you got a lot that you can play with when it comes to that, right? Is like Pax Armada, how does that kind of play into the world that we're seeing here when we play multiplayer?
Yeah, so I mean, the world of the whole Battlefield universe is established.
Okay, that the melee is not as reliable as a shotgun from that range. All right.
You're also going to be able to learn more about the characters, come to get to know sort of the faces behind the campaign as well. So there's a ton to love about single player, and we can't wait to share more about it.
And there's going to be some familiarity as well.
Why would you choose a shotgun in that situation?
Yeah, and I think as well, like that whole.
It's not like you didn't have time to switch.
Talked about earlier today, so that Battlefield universe that we're trying to build, and again, like with Pax Armada,
I was even reloading it.
Team is built spills over into multiplayer, and that you know the mysterious coalition that comes with it, and you know this PMC sort of gives us the tools and ability to really evolve this game, you know, even after launch, where we take it. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, seeing everything.
It's got a lot of Battlefield 5 and Battlefield 2042 vibes, I gotta say. Okay, now he's just taking this way too far with the shotgun. Maybe somebody asked him for it, I don't know. But that doesn't make sense to me, but maybe there's a reason for it.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, I think what we want to do is just showcase, you know, what Battlefield has to offer to players together. To me, it's been one of
maybe my Battlefield 1 stream today is going to be a bit limited, because I'm almost on 3 hours stream just for this, but anyway, I need to have some food first. Preload on the 4th, by the way.
I guess the thing that I want our players to look out for is just like.
Might be interesting to, yeah, we'll have to discuss that also. There might be a lot of things to do in the CFG file. There normally is.
Yeah, no, I just want people to get out there and have fun. I want them to play the different modes.
That's something I have to go through as well. Like, I always go through the CFG files to set up things.
Yeah. All the things that is missing in settings. I don't know why that's always a thing.
It's more of a problem with games like Battlefield. To suppose something like... I don't know, actually, you're probably right. It's a problem in multiple games. they don't include everything in the options.
Yeah,
that you have in-game.
especially Battlefield. I don't know. We did that a lot in PlanetSide 2, right? We had to change some things, right?
Yeah. Especially in like big battles, it was just you almost had to like go to the config files and do some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. The game was unplayable when there was like 400 players in the one area.
Yeah. Yeah, field. Yeah. What's it called? Like the draw distance thing or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, that was one.
Yeah, Tommy, we'll have some Battlefield. I just have to rest my head a little bit and get some food, and I'll play some Battlefield. Damn, there's a lot of streaming these days. Yeah, I don't know, man. Anybody have some final words, final verdict? There's been a lot of brainstorming here now. System requirements are okay, my systems, but yeah, mine is not.
Neither is mine. I'm gonna suffer on the FPS side.
Yeah. I have recommended, but that's for just playing the game. That's not for streaming. That's the problem. So yeah. That is so a shotgun moment. Oh, she's oh, sniper. A girl who is testicle mastermind, huh? All right, guys, I'm gonna end this this BF6 stream, and I'll see you back with a normal stream in a while. Maybe like in 45 minutes or something like that, or like 40 minutes. Like yeah, 8:30 or something. I don't know. So yeah, take care, everyone. See you later, guys. See you later, Winfield. And yeah, have a good one.
Yep.
Bye bye.